Welcome, Stalkers. You must be curious about old ammo too. The in-game description and hints tell us that it degrades weapon condition faster and is inferior to regular ammo. Well, we're going to put that to the test. Why? I've been experimenting, and basic tests indicate that old ammo might not be as useless as it seems. It was enough to spark a thirst in me for more information, so I devised some tests. Strap on your goggles and frizz up your mad scientist hairdo, we're going in. This next part is where I talk about the tests and process. If you just want the good stuff, click the results timestamp in the description. If you skip to the end though, you'll miss the groundwork, like what we're testing for. No complaints in the comments. Now, let's talk process. There are a few things we want to know. Does old ammo degrade weapon condition faster than normal ammo? And if so, how severe is the effect? 2. Does old ammo do less damage? And 3. Does upgrading the reliability stat of a weapon reduce or even eliminate the negative effects of old ammo? I'll be clear straight up, we're not diving into calculus. I thought about cracking open the code, but from what I've seen, the numbers and modifiers are meaningless on their own. What does a 0.92 damage multiplier mean when you're shooting a boar or a snork or a monolith grunt? A slight damage reduction might still result in the same number of shots to drop an enemy. We're not testing the numbers, we're testing whether there's a noticeable difference in-game. We want to know if old ammo is practical to shoot. Let's look at the setup. All tests are done using the low gameplay and progression difficulties. We'll run a final test firing 500 rounds on the highest difficulty and progression to ensure that difficulty doesn't affect the result. We have God mode and invisibility active to make our lives easier. We don't want a boar bumbling into the experiment, and we don't want our monolith hamster shooting back or doing anything cheeky-breeky. I spawned all of the weapons, repair kits and ammo we'll need for these tests using the debug console, and I've stored them inside their own backpacks. This is purely an organizational and time-saving exercise. If I had to spawn things on the fly, it'd take forever. This setup took a solid few hours. I do this so that you guys don't have to. You're welcome. Test 1 determines if old ammo uses more shots to kill a target. We'll spawn and shoot a monolith peon until he drops, then record how many shots it took. I chose an exosuit monolith because his armor will soak a lot of damage, so if there's even a minor change to damage, we'll have the best chance to spot it. We're shooting at center mass. He's back, because it's easy to aim for and is well armored. Test 1 lasts 5 rounds. We fire normal and old ammo variants from the PM pistol, TOS 197 pump action, and AKS-74U assault rifle. The normal ammo results give us a baseline to measure the old ammo against. I chose these weapons as they're low tier for their class, and they should increase the chance of spotting a damage difference. Why test each ammo type 5 times? To check for consistency in our results. Damage values may have some randomness to them, which could skew our results, so we're performing exactly the same test 5 times to see if our results change. Test 2 determines how much weapons degrade when they shoot old ammo. For this test, we take each weapon from this list and fire 500 rounds of normal ammo, then record the weapon condition. Then we repair the weapon back to full and fire 500 rounds of the old ammo equivalent and compare the result. Simples. This time we're testing with a larger range of weapons which use a range of ammo types. We're also running through low tier, mid tier and high tier pistols, shotguns and assault rifles to capture as much of the weapon reliability spectrum as possible. Every weapon will have 500 rounds of the regular and old ammo so that we can not only compare the difference of old versus regular ammo, but so that we can see the difference between types and tiers of weapons. 500 rounds from a shotgun might look a lot different to 500 rounds from a sniper rifle. We're going to be firing a lot of rounds. The footage is sped up for your benefit, believe me. This test took a full day of testing. Am I crazy? Possibly. Test 3 determines if improving a weapon's reliability stat significantly reduces or even negates the condition wear of shooting old ammo. We're basically going to do test 2 all over again, but we're only using old ammo this time, and we're using weapons which have had their reliability stat fully upgraded in the upgrade tree. And that's it. On to the good stuff, the results. So, what did all this testing show us? Let's look at the numbers. Even shooting the same enemy in the same area, there's randomness in shots to kill. They're all grouped fairly tightly though, and based on these numbers we can assume that there isn't much of a difference between new and old ammo damage. I did notice some slightly reduced damage in the health bar on our Monolith Hamster when shooting some of the old ammo, but it doesn't really affect combat. Except the old armor-piercing ammo for the PM. I have no idea what's going on there, but it's shite. Recraft or sell it. The old buckshot surprised me and outperformed regular buckshot in the tests, but there's too much randomness in the results to definitively say that the old ammo was better. Moving on. How did weapon condition fare when shooting old ammo? Let's check the chart. I tested a bunch of weapons, firing 500 rounds from each using normal and old ammo. The condition of the weapon after firing regular ammo is in green, the condition of the weapon after firing old ammo is in orange. The numbers don't lie, people. The most robust weapon, the M4A1, had only a 2% difference between the two. After shooting 500 bullets. Holy crap! That's such a minuscule difference it's laughable. Even as we start to dip below 50% weapon condition, where condition degrades faster, the difference between the figures hovers between 5 and 8%. Even with the lowly PM pistol, there was only a 4% difference. I'm kind of blown away by these figures. There is faster condition wear, but the rate is so low that it's negligible. You'll notice that some weapons are at 2% condition with rounds left over. Guns break and can't be fired at 2%, so I recorded how many rounds were left over. But we're not done. On to test 3. How did test 3 go? Let's update our handy chart. The blue numbers are the weapon condition of the upgraded weapon after firing 500 old rounds. Does upgrading the reliability of a weapon reduce or negate the condition wear of old ammo? Yes, in every test weapon. Not only that, but most upgraded weapons shooting old ammo outperform regular weapons shooting normal ammo. Upgrading weapon reliability is clearly a powerful way to get more wear from your gun. The M4A1 barely broke a sweat, dropping a tick below 95%. Again, our sniper rifles didn't last the full 500 shots with the old ammo, but improved reliability gave us a lot more mileage from the gun. I even tested the M4A1 using old and regular ammo on the highest difficulty and progression settings, and although the rate of wear on weapons increases, the difference between old and regular ammo remains the same. Let's answer our questions first. The shots to kill is barely, if at all, affected. In some cases, old ammo seems to be more effective. Strange? Yes, we'll get to that. The difference in condition wear is 2 to 4% if you keep your weapon above 70% condition, which you should. I wouldn't personally let it drop below 85 to 90% max. You won't feel the pinch when it's time to repair. We're talking fractions of a percent if you regularly maintain your weapon. So, should you fire old ammo? Yes. In the tests we ran, there wasn't enough of a functional difference to not use old ammo. Plus, you'll save cash not having to buy ammo all the time. But there are caveats. We didn't test every weapon and ammo type. There may be quirks or abnormalities with other weapons or ammo types, which we didn't pick up here. You might also have noticed that the shotgun darts, the ammo with the high armor piercing stat, perform worse against our armored target compared to regular buckshot. 3 buckshot shells versus 5 darts. This is a problem and confirms what I have long suspected about darts. They're poorly balanced. Also, the PM pistol outperformed the AKS-74U almost across the board. How does a starting handgun outperform an assault rifle, including regular AP rounds? How is that possible? Pistol runs don't look so absurd now, do they? It's clear that damage values are a whole other beast, but that's another conversation, and we have what we came for. Use old ammo and don't worry about weapon condition, but do pay attention to the damage. Run your own tests if you suspect that something funny is going on. Well, I hope you found this video insightful. Thumb the like button and consider subscribing to join the Blondfire Posse. Check out the Loner to Legend challenge that I'm running if you'd like to learn more about Stalker Anomaly's crafting system. Or watch my Ultimate Beginner's Guide if you're brand new to Stalker Anomaly. Das Vidanya, and good hunting, Stalker.